Hello and welcome, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us on this Tuesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Tim Legler and Greg Anthony. And our reporter on the sideline tonight, Allie LaForce. Here's a look at the schedule for the Orlando Magic. On Friday, they'll be taking on Jaylen Brown and the Boston Celtics.
And you know, for that Knicks game, that's a contest that I'm keeping an eye on. Early on, you love to see games like that one, which should be full of interesting matchups.
A look at the starting group for the Magic. The guard pair for him will be Suggs and Bane. Wagner is in the front court alongside Banchero. And it's Carter in its center. And for Atlanta, the small and power forwards are Reza Shea and Johnson. Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with Dyson Daniel. And it's Porzingis in at the center, locking down the middle. So tonight, Tim, we got a fantastic matchup at the guard position. Indeed, some of the best in the league going head-to-head.
Yeah, this is the very top of the food chain when it comes to guard play in this league. Really no weaknesses out there for either backcourt.
Basket counts.
And that's a huge body down low. When Carter Jr. gets that kind of position, there's not much you can do to stop him.
Here's Alexander Walker. Reza Shea sets the screen for Porzingis. He takes it in.
Oh, you hear that sound? That's the flushing of the toilet right there.
Greg, a fierce two-hander. So it's Orlando now. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
It was a total team effort, and let's give some credit to the front office. This is exactly what they had in mind when they put this roster together.
And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Thanks, guys. No doubt that a healthy Kristaps Porzingis is still a unicorn for what he can bring to a team. When Atlanta pulled the trigger to bring him in, they envisioned him stretching the floor, and Porzingis has opened up about recovering from the illness that sidelined him during the 2025 NBA playoffs. Guys, the Hawks are hoping he can be the player that helps get them back into the postseason. Their entire 2025-26 regular season hinges on KP.
He is a big factor. All right, John, thanks for the update.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Takes it off the glass.
And the paint is where you love to watch Banchero work. With his size and athleticism, he can attack so effectively inside.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
I caught up with Quinn Snyder. Coach and I talked about the ways that Paolo Banchero is used on offense and how his defense will respond. He said with Paolo, he can deploy in any area of the floor and be effective. Personally, I think he's the most dangerous at the elbows, but he can go to work anywhere. You have to know where he is at all times. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks.
Get up, Jalen Suggs. This guy also a terrific football player in high school.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Their last encounter was in Orlando, where they were able to handle the Magic.
And they really squeaked out a close one in that last matchup. Came down to just a few turnovers that gave them the margin of victory.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Blacks checked in for Franz Wagner. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Suggs. Now here is Carter. He had 16 points in the win against the Wizards in Washington.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
And one thing about this league we know, momentum can change in an instant.
1:07 left to play in the first quarter. Alexander Walker with the ball. Working on Jones. And it's Reza Shea missing. Here's Orlando now. They're on a 10-2 run here. Black kicks to Jones. Porzingis against Banchero. 6 on the shot clock. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Pass to Alexander Walker. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Porzingis looking it over. Good. Porzingis has got his second bucket tonight.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And now they are just going to keep riding that momentum with the hot hand.
And so it's the Orlando Magic with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And we'll be back with you shortly. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Magic.
They're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
And I like how they've played defense, turning turnovers into points. Those are huge.
Okongwu is out there with Newell. Then it's Luke Kennard. Then there's Wallace. And it's Krejci in at the small forward position. So that's the Hawks 5. Now here's Wallace. Here's Newell. And the first shot of the night for him missing. And for such a young team, Greg, pretty impressive how well the Magic defend.
And that's their identity. They are elite at that end of the floor, and they force turnovers at a really high clip.
Isaac misses.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
In the corner, Kennard with it. Off target from three-point range.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Black finds Isaac. He's looking for Batazzi and finds him. Wagner outside. Offline with his three. The Hawks trail by 8. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Krejci. No good there. Nice defense from Wagner. To the inside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. So, Greg, you played in the league over a decade. What's the toughest thing about being a pro basketball player?
Lots of things. To me, it's just keeping your spot. Every year, there's just so much talent coming in. So holding on to a place on the roster, and that can be as difficult as anything.
And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. This break in the game gives us a chance to look at the teams with the most points off turnovers last season. Number 5, the Hawks.
And this team, in terms of scoring off of turnovers, that became the identity. I mean, they really look to disrupt and cause problems defensively, and boy, do they take advantage on the other end.
First free throw is good. And this Magic team, Greg, hangs its hat on size, on switchability, and toughness.
Yeah, they contest everything and play with real discipline. For a young group, that is uncommon, and it's a big reason they've taken the lead.
And he makes both free throws. In GA, the Hawks going young, trying to build a sustainable model for success.
Yeah, most of their starters not yet scratching their prime, so there's going to be some growing pains, but they're showing plenty of promise.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thank you, Kevin. Paolo Banchero is trying to become more vocal. He said being the best player on the team, you've got to speak up. You can't ever be quiet because at the end of the day, I'm a high-Q player. I see the game really well, and if I'm not out there talking the game, it's doing everyone a disservice. Guys, back over to you.
Outstanding. Allie, we appreciate the report. And he knocks down the first one. And a shift in the front office for the Atlanta Hawks this past summer. Tim, what do you think might have led to that pivot?
Well, Atlanta has missed the playoffs for 2 straight seasons, but their young pool of talent is demonstrating they've gotten some of these right.
And Orlando making a change here. Bitadze's checked in. And so, Alexander Walker nails both of them. Magic leading by 8. Banchero outside. Banchero is screened for Bane. Drives to the hoop. No one near Banchero as he lets it go. Cans the shot from the wing.
And this is the type of go-to scorer this team wants Banchero to be. They love his confidence.
Here's Rizachet. He's defended by Wagner. And the dunk by Porzingis.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. The Magic have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Banchero against Porzingis. Now, here's Banchero. He's coming off a 28-point game against Washington.
And he really helped them control the game on the glass.
The Hawks trail by 8. And stolen by Wagner. Inside. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Putting some real power behind his motion. Bane takes it straight to the rim.
There's 48 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Rizachet. He's defended by Wagner. Okongwu at the elbow. 6 to shoot. Back to Rizachet. Shoots over Wagner. And it's Rizachet missing.
And that's just high risk, low reward. Contested mid-range jumpers drive the analytics guys nuts.
Porzingis against Wagner. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Well, they're making something very difficult look simple right now.
That's good from Wagner. And so it's the Orlando Magic looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. Now we have a moment to go courtside. Allie LaForce has got something for us.
Coach Quinn Snyder with us now, and Coach, a bit of a lull for this team scoring the ball. Why?
It had nothing to do with anything other than us being aggressive. We're like walking the ball up the court. Whoever's got it, we've got to attack.
At least effort is something you can control. Thank you, Coach.
Terrific stuff, Allie. Thank you so much. And we'll be back for the third quarter right after this halftime break.
Thinking about the shot. One more time. A round of applause
Thanks for stopping by, everybody. The story tonight, everything, and I mean everything, is working well for the Orlando Magic.
Slashing, scoring it close. This is my kind of game. I like the grit they're playing with right now.
Yeah, and they're playing really smart. I mean, you keep it going until someone stops it.
And there's more NBA action in store for us tonight. Here are the games tipping off later. The Bucks will face off against the Raptors in Toronto. 7:30 Eastern for the tip-off in that one.
Now, this could be a close one, guys. Two evenly matched teams. I don't really know what else to say.
And two fantastic teams. Could be a preview for the postseason. Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Well, you have to like what we're seeing so far from Paolo Banchero.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anything that the league can do to slow him down. He's just that good.
Well, defensively, you'd like to force the ball out of his hands and make someone else beat you, but that's easier said than done.
And so in the game for the Magic, running out on the wings, they'll have Bane and Wagner. Down low, it's Banchero and Carter. And it's Suggs in at the point.
That's a missed opportunity, and that is one he would love to have back.
So we're talking about Dyson Daniels here, Greg. Just how incredible a defender is this kid?
I mean, last season he came in second in terms of voting for Defensive Player of the Year, led the league in steals, and this young man's just getting started. Figures to be a problem for a long time.
And here's Banchero. He'll bring it up for the Magic. The Celtics will be coming into town for the next game. They start a 3-game homestand with that game. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Suggs. Oh, good with the triple. The Hawks trail by 13. Alexander Walker on the wing. Outside Daniels. Out to the right wing. Right side Porzingis. From deep three-point land. Rebound by Paolo Banchero. Orlando leading by 13. Outside, Suggs. Kicks it out to Wagner. That ball's nice feed that time from Banchero. Banchero's got 3 assists in the game. And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Every so often, Tim, you heard the term defensive anchor. What defines one in the way you look at the game?
Well, I think it's that player that's on the back line, protecting the rim, but also able to see the entire floor. That is where your best communicator often resides.
How did you grade your defensive abilities when you played?
I battled, Kevin. You're going to have to kill me to stop me. That's the way I looked at it.
Riza with it. He's defended by Wagner. Here's Daniels. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got 5 rebounds tonight. Wagner on the wing. Guarded by Riza. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Well, at 6'10", GA, Franz Wagner provides great versatility to this offense.
Yeah, and he's a solid decision maker, capable of running the show. He's a gifted scorer and playmaker. Plus, he provides matchup problems with that size.
First one falls for.
And for his position, Franz Wagner gives you everything you could ask for. Passing, rebounding, scoring, and he competes defensively as well.
And the Hawks making a change here. Okongwu's checked in. Lax checked in for the Magic. Both free throws good from Wagner. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Daniels with it, working on Black. Pass to Alexander Walker. Johnson the screen. There's the triple. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Carter's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Wagner on the wing. Back to Black. Magic moving the ball around. Banchero passes to Carter. And the shot is long. The Hawks trail by 18. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Back to Reza Shea. Johnson with a screen on Carter. It's deflected. Reza Shea with the steal. Alexander Walker with the ball. Carter on him. Pass to Reza Shea. Now Okongwu. Still without a basket. 3 on the clock. Here's Alexander Walker. And the shot falls short this time. Magic leading by 18. Here's Banchero. And it's in there.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Reza Shea with it. Shoots over Wagner. And again, unable to change momentum. And so it's the Orlando Magic closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Right back after this break. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, he made it look simple, but that's not always easy to execute.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Newell out there with Porzingis. Then there's Wallace. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Krejci in at the 3. So that's the Hawks 5. Now here's Wallace. Kennard the pass to Porzingis. Floats one up. That one doesn't drop. Magic leading by 20. It's Black in the corner. And here is Suggs. Outside, Bane. And the 3 off target.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Pass to Newell. Wallace looking for an opening. He drills the 3.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away. Checked in for Goga Bitadze. Paolo Banchero comes in for Jonathan Isaac. And Wagner subbed in for Anthony Black. Wagner looking it over. Now Bain. Suggs outside. Now Bain. Lock at 6. Banchero, a screen on Daniels. Bain. The long shot, no good. The Hawks trail by 17. Oh, the dunk!
What athleticism from Daniels on that slam.
And so it's Suggs who brings up the ball for the Magic. They have yet to put up any points here in the fourth. Here's Banchero. Now Bain. Carter with a screen on Daniels. Carter outside. Off target from outside. Hawks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Here's Alexander Walker. He's covered by Suggs. It's stolen by Suggs. Here's Wagner. Banchero outside. Now Carter. Bain fires. The 3 goes down.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Magic.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
And Kevin, they had great penetration this time out.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And they're able to even the score of this series at a game apiece. Still 2 more to go in the season series.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats, just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Franz Wagner.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
And so here's Orlando, following the 3 by Atlanta. 5 on the clock. Suggs. He's off from 3. There's 37 seconds left in the game. Here's Alexander Walker. And down it goes.
Alexander Walker.
And so the Magic can now just hold on to the ball. Wagner outside. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. Alongside Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and our reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks. So long.